it? Well, we have the candy store, the candy shop. I don't remember that song from way back, 50 Cent. I don't even know. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. We've got a candy store, and this is kind of interesting because this was not mentioned in the blog post on Friday, where you could spend 600,000 gold and get 10,000 candies. And then right here, there have been various awakened ability materials. That one right there is for Blades Ultimate, which is on Blades Ultimate. It reduces turn meter, does a bunch of things. But the awakened ability adds blind to that, to like the adjacent targets, which is pretty impactful overall. So there's a couple things to keep in mind. And we're going to go over the Stormwatch because it mentions here, number 2, to spend candy, and that starts tomorrow. So Blade is coming out tomorrow, as well as the other Spend Night Stalker Showcase Energy for the Vampiric Frenzy event that starts tomorrow. Spend Showcase Energy. Spend Candy. Now, that event is already showing up on the website. So if you go into the website, you'll see right there. So maybe I didn't want to do that. I mean, you can see right here, if you look at my in-game, I already bought the candy and then I bought the awakened ability. Let's go to the blog post on Friday and read what it says is all going to be involved with this event. Candy store, earn gear, shards, and more. Just in time for Halloween is the candy store. Earn candy through the path to Night Stalkers, and then head to the candy store to fill up on gear, shards, and more. Awakened abilities on Blade seem to be of high interest to me. Night Stalkers Showcase Chapter 2 missions. Earn candy from Night Stalkers Showcase Chapter 2 missions. That means you have to buy Blade if you want to do that right away, because those Chapter 2 are going to be locked behind having a 3-star Blade. So nope. The Night Stalker Showcase, if you're free to play, nope. The Night Stalker Showcase will use Showcase Energy for both Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 missions. You'll be able to earn candy from all the character showcases and the team showcase. Okay. But right there, Chapter 2 missions, which is going to require the unlock of Blade, or 3-star Blade. Upcoming vampire versus zombie events. Don't miss the hunger and thirst dueling events that call on vampires and zombies to bring home candy. Alliance gifting event. Work with your alliance to stuff your pockets with more than enough candy to get an alliance-wide sugar spike. Now, this is stating what you can buy inside of the candy store. We've got some examples here of what's available. These awakened abilities of the most interest to me personally. Blade's awakened ability materials. Now, it doesn't say here which ones. The only one when I pulled chat was the ultimate. That seems very important. Now, on Blade's awakened abilities, all 4 of his abilities got awakened. The basic is kind of a novelty where it just gives extra critical damage. The special cleanses himself of all negative effects and 1 on each ally, which is cool. The ultimate will apply blind. And the most important one is going to be the passive. And I think that's the big question for me, is the passive, because the passive does all kinds of assists and gives crit chance to the rest of the team. It seems to me that the passive is the most important on the Blade. So we don't know where that's going to be. It says Old Man Logan's awakened abilities, and I get confirmation. A lot of people saw that. Now, the only one, I didn't get a screenshot, but somebody in my chat said that they saw a special on Ares. I can't confirm that. Crimson Gear, Oath Diamond, Orb Frags, Character Shards, and more. So, no mention here of being able to purchase that for 600,000 gold. I imagine there's people over there that are just going to spam refresh this and buy it over and over and over again. I'm not going to do that, but I think a lot of other people will if they want to get that. Let's move on to another thing of interest is Blade is coming tomorrow. When Blade comes to the game, the 10x dark promos will stop. So you're going to want to do that now. If you've got any red stars and you want to get the most for your dark promos, you're going to want to do that right now. So when are we getting that gear upcycler? Many of us sitting on 9 quadrillion orbs unopened from green, blue, purple, orange gear. Would not be useful to logical pull all that out from the accounts bar offers. Say 100 of the tier lower to be rolled into higher tier piece. That's fine. It would help many of the new accounts also feel less of the pinching there. Keep the strings and the minis that we know are still present too. One of the things that they did in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, check it right there, Aries special. We got proof just coming in right now. But back to this, they had that Jawa thing where you could do this, and the exchange rate is not as favorable as people think. But I would hope that they do that. But I feel like the economy is so strictly controlled that they just don't want to give stuff away for free. Like, I could see them doing the blue to purple, purple to orange, and orange to teal, but then stopping there. And it's like, no, we're not going to do the red. I could see something like that happen, but hopefully they do it. What Scopely didn't tell us with the new release system, and I'm not sure if this is being sarcastic, simple. The 6-month availability actually marks the unlock of a character unless you got lucky with the casino orbs. Says we know if there'll still be an event for every character. Yes, I'm looking at you, Nimrod. And I understand the skepticism on this, and I believe that Scopely has been, I don't know, they've omitted information in the past. Now, I do want to point to a post on the player voice movement dated the 23rd, where they were talking about player counts had shared the negative player sentiment around in-game messages about bumps impacting farmability. Scopely confirmed that there are no changes to the overall character accessibility timetable, standing by the previous commitment of 6 months to 7 yellow star acquisition. And I believe that the way that this was worded originally is that they said through like engaged players with daily play should be able to, or would be able to, 7 yellow star a character after 6 months to release. So I don't know if this post was meant to be sarcastic or they didn't see that post on the player voice movement, but I hope that this is not the case, and I hope that we do get more events for sure. Then there was a post here about Hurricane Helena, which is in Florida. Hey, Scopely, I'm not sure I'm the only one who's dealing with this. Finally able to get back online since the storm killed my power and internet access. Stopped my login streak. Was wondering if there's a way I and many others could consideration for that and get my streak bonus back. And there was a response here from Pathfinder way down at the bottom. I hope you and your loved ones stay safe. And he's the Pathfinder is community manager now, as well as everyone affected by the hurricane. We are going to be sending out a streak token to all players soon to help you get going again. All right. And then this is going to be an interesting topic right here. Dark Dimension 6-7 recommendations back after 2 years. Stop after unlocking Baby Apocalypse. Want to start DD6 now. All I can find is team recommendations from way back in the day. Who should I gear first? And I think this somewhat applies to all of the Dark Dimensions. And we're going to go over my recommendations right now. Is that if you look at a current video for, like, say, Dark Dimension 8, and there are recommendations being offered that you can use in DD6, DD7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of the Dark Dimensions, use those. Because what's going to happen is if you watch a very old video, it's not going to account for the new teams that have come to the game. So what I'm going to share right here is this is my DD8 recommendations. And if you can use any of these characters in Dark Dimension 6 or 7, you're going to be best served because they're also going to work well enough for Dark Dimension 8. Now, here were my Dark Dimension 7 characters, and you can see right here, non-legendary and non-mythic city. You know, right here, I didn't use a full Spider Society. And so knowing what I know now, I probably would use a full Spider Society, right? To get through that. I mean, that's just what I'm trying to say is here were my DD7 recommendations at the time. Here were my DD6 recommendations at the time. But if you can use any of the DD8 recommendations, your interests are going to be better served by using newer teams. You know, like right here, we've got Orcus, and right here we've got Annihilators. You know, if you can use Illuminati and such to get through DDs 6, 7 when you go through the planner, and I highly recommend using the planner on the website. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now. Big go home. With Whale Harder, nothing's too big to conquer. Now available on Amazon. With Amazon Prime, get fast
Link
and
in the
free
description.
delivery.